Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for coming to the presentation. I'm Jim Donovan. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Panasas. And this afternoon, I'm going to talk about our new re-engineered file system, PanFS. And what's unique about PanFS 8 is that for the first time, we're delivering our high-performance storage file system on commodity off-the-shelf hardware. And we have selected and partnered with Supermicro to deliver this product to the marketplace. And this product you can get from Panasas. We package it in a product called ActiveStore, or you can get it from Supermicro. The product is exactly the same no matter which channel that you get it through. So what distinguishes PanFS and really the Panasas file system historically has been it's a easy to use, easy to install, easy to manage parallel file system. And so we talk about it being plug and play, and it is the only plug and play parallel file system in the marketplace today. And so what we say is we do the hard engineering work in our labs, in our engineering labs, so that the customer can do what's important to them. And whether that's curing cancer, building the next Dreamliner, or creating mind-blowing visual effects, that's really what it is that we deliver to our customers. And just to take a look at who some of those customers are, they're from a variety of industries. You can see that some are commercial HPC users, and some are public sector users. And with that, you can see some of the biggest users of high performance computing in the industry. The National Institute of Health, we have it as life sciences, but it's a government entity with the largest repository of life sciences data in the world. You have Square Enix, for anyone who's young enough to know Final Fantasy, their products, whether it's video games or animation products, they render all that using the Panasas storage. And TGS, which has the largest underwater exploration data in the world that they sell as a service to the oil and gas industry. So because we have limited time, I'm just going to touch on an aspect, a limited aspect of the product that makes PanFS different from the competitors. And what we've done is that we've changed the performance profile of the product dramatically. And the way we've done that is we have a three-tier approach to how we process the data. So we have the metadata that we store on NVMe drives. We have the small files, which are on the SATA SSD, and then the hard drives are for the large files. And what we have with our system is a very balanced architecture. So you're not over-provisioning or under-provisioning any aspect of the product. And then many times, that's a challenge in the marketplace with parallel file systems. The result is linear scalability of both performance and capacity. And what you see is the solid line is really the read and write performance. And you can see how that scales linearly as we add more nodes across the bottom. The dotted line shows the consistency of performance as you scale. So you can see as soon as you get to the 4 level, you start to kick up into the highest levels of performance, and then that's consistently delivered throughout. So our largest site has over 400 nodes, and there's theoretically no limit to the scalability of the product. And the hardware we deliver it on is the Supermicro Fat Twin. So the Fat Twin has the qualities that we were looking for. All the storage media, we use an NVDIMM for power protection. That's the first time we've been using that technology. And Supermicro delivers it in a packaged appliance, the Fat Twin. So what we do to assure that we deliver a high quality appliance experience to our customers is we put it through a very rigorous testing process before we ship any product out to an end user. And this is something that we do in cooperation with Supermicro. We've taken our test suites that we've used and developed over 10 years' time, and now they're being applied in the lab at Supermicro to manufacture and engineer the product before it's shipped to the end customer. So what you get is this packaged appliance that is Panasas certified, so it's PanFS certified on the Supermicro Fat Twin platform. The benefit is you get the cost benefits of the scale of commodity hardware with the quality and delivery of an appliance level experience. Investment protection with Panasas, we always allow you to integrate current product with 2 previous generations, and we're doing that also with this next generation product. Friction-free acquisition. One thing that we're known for is very easy to do business with. Our quotes and our orders are less than 1 page long because we include all the software features and capabilities into one price. Single vendor support with many of the HPC parallel file systems. You have multiple levels of support to get your problem resolved. With Panasas, it's one single phone call. Our support organization sits right next to the software engineering organization, so your time to resolution, if you need it, is very quick. One-click software upgrades, we make it very easy to change the system. This is also unique in a high-performance storage product. Typically, anytime you do an upgrade with a parallel file system from the competitors, you're tuning and retuning to return it to that level of performance that you had previously. And then again, unique to Panasas is dock to data in 1 day, meaning we have the system installed, up and running, and serving data within one day. So I'll talk about some of the key decision criteria and how we apply to that criteria. So obviously, you're talking about HPC storage, so high performance is paramount. Not only do we deliver the highest levels of performance to our customers, but we do it consistently regardless of the complexity of the workload. And that is unique in the marketplace. Frustration-free. If you talk to somebody who runs an open source parallel file system, you can hear and feel the frustration in their voice about the challenges they have in installing, managing, and operating that system over a period of time. With us, it's plug and play. You set it and forget it. The amount of resource to manage this environment with Panasas is less than a full-time equivalent, whereas with competing parallel file systems, you will have small armies of people with skilled expertise. Flexibility, you can configure this to your needs because we have different sizes of hard drive, SSD. You can get as many units as you want. It's a building block approach. So when you need more performance or need more capacity, you just add another building block and it's up and running in less than 15 minutes. But in HPC, you also have to be cost effective because these systems are large. The cost of acquisition needs to be competitive. But also, one thing that we're bringing forward is the cost of operation. The cost of operation can dwarf the acquisition cost that you initially make in doing the purchase of the system. And this is where Panasas really outstrips the competition. And we claim $1 million operating savings over 5 years on any configuration compared to the competition. And what we hear from the customers, integrators, and value-added resellers is that's conservative. So there's not only cost of acquisition is competitive, the cost of operations is significantly and dramatically lower. Reliability is what we're known for. We're the most reliable system in the marketplace. We had a user group meeting on Monday here at the show, and one of the users who has a very large system said they have had zero unplanned downtime in 8 years of using the Panasas system. So zero unplanned downtime is unheard of in using a complex system like a parallel file system. and then timely quality support that I mentioned. One phone call and you get your problem solved. So competitively, how does this stack up? And it's kind of the summary of where we sit. If you look at the traditional HPC providers, and this is open source file systems like Lustre or BGFS, even IBM Spectrum Scale, to manage that looks a lot like an open source product. So they deliver high performance, they have a competitive cost of acquisition, and there's some flexibility in how you configure the system. But on all these other dimensions, they fail, I think is the easiest way to say it. On the other side, some customers in HPC are using enterprise class products because they want the manageability and reliability, but these aren't parallel file systems, so they don't deliver the level of performance and throughput that you would expect in a high performance HPC storage solution. So what Panasas delivers with Supermicro, with this new product, PanFS, on the Supermicro Fat Twin, is we click all those boxes. We deliver a high-performing solution, enterprise-grade manageability and reliability at a cost-effective price and the lowest cost of operation in the marketplace. So with that, I would invite you to stop by our booth here on the trade show floor to take a closer look at the product. So with that, if there's any questions, I'm happy to take them. Otherwise, thank you for your attention.